Okay, so yeah, new part coming up. Thank fuck the game didn't crash because I didn't save in the last part. It'll probably crash now, won't it? Just my luck. But at least I've saved. Wow. I want to buy that. Do I want to upgrade this? No. Not just yet. I'm not sure if you upgrade something, I don't think that increases like material costs and labour and overhead. So upgrading too early isn't a problem, but I might be wrong on that. There are, despite the fact I've played this game a lot, there are still a lot of things I don't actually know about this game. I'm going to want to buy that. And I'll buy that one as well. Can we get a stock split? Boom times! Nice. So we're already... Those bonds are already as good as they're going to get. Yeah, we are going to see a stock split. I was going to say we could even get a dividend, but there's not really much point. Because we don't care about net worth, and the share price is doing okay as it is, and you don't really need to buy... Yeah, so I upgraded that, and that is beautiful. Yeah, stock split 2 for 1. Military hand power to civilians in Niger. A new constitution has passed in Niger. The military voluntarily handed the power to civilians under a one-party system. Very pleased with us. Salary 27,000. So how much did we make last year? 2.83 million. Nice. So in Niger, we've just been given access, unless we had it all along. I'm not quite sure. That is a very profitable brewery. Do I want to buy it? That demands uranium. For some reason there's some uranium. A sad finale for the Federation. Following years of neglect and the inexistence of practical measures, Senegal and Gambia have agreed to end their project to unite under a federation. So that was 1989. The Federation was formed... God knows. When was the Federation formed then? 1982. So 1982 to 1989. That was a very short-lived Federation. And what that means is... We still have access to Gambia. I find this really odd, actually. So there's uranium in, like, the middle of the Sahara Desert or near Agadez in Niger. It's actually a random coal. What is this? This is really bizarre. So there's uranium, and then it's slowly making its way, incredibly slowly, right through Niger, and actually through a bit of Nigeria, to Niamey, which has a warehouse that randomly demands uranium. That's really odd. Not going to concern ourselves with that. Thousands cross River Senegal. Racial unrest fueled by discriminatory measures by the government forces the displacement of thousands of black Mauritanians who flee southwards towards Senegal. Right. So, people fleeing from Mauritania. Civil war in Liberia. Military forces uprise against the government fueled by low pay concerns. As the conflict escalates, the government control grips only as far as the capital city limits. So yeah, we've lost access to Liberia. Good thing we had nothing there in the first place. And we can't buy access back. Yeah. Wow, are we actually going to get another stock split soon? Wow. Okay. Yeah, this boom is doing really good for us. Because if you look, our stock price is just going up and up and up and up. So we've actually used 15 years of our allocated 45, but we have a ton of cash, and the company is very profitable. Granted, we're in a boom, but because we're just going industry, everyone else is just failing, and these are just like old, decrepit railways, as was described. However, by going industry, we're doing really well. And we don't care about net worth for gold, so that's good as well. Though our net worth is actually doing okay. Unrest and reforms in Benin. Violent protests have sparked in Porto Novo, capital of Benin, following an attempt by President Kerakou to force a third term. Reforms are reportedly being negotiated. So that is Benin, which we still have access to. Wait. I've been granted access to Benin because I never actually bought access to Benin, did I not? I can't remember. I know it's 600,000, but I don't remember buying access to Benin, so I think we've been granted it. So yeah, that's nice. Free elections for Bissau. After a decade of single-party militaristic rule, Guinea-Bissau moves towards democracy. Last week, the single-party constitution was revoked and preparations for free elections are underway. So we have access to Guinea-Bissau. I don't know if we already had that or not. So this is what I mean. You lose access to territories and territories become cheaper to buy. And there's just so many events going on that if you built railway, you'd never make a profit. Because there's just so much going on in the 70s, 80s and 90s. I think it does get quieter once you reach about the year 2000. Constitution revised in Niger. A rebellion of Tuareg tribes, followed by strikes and demonstrations, paved the way for a revision of the one-year-old constitution of Niger. Multi-party system is instated. So, yeah, we still have access to Niger. Looking again at Niger. Wow, that is profitable. So we want to buy that and upgrade it as well. Because of this cattle ranch as well, which we want to buy. So having a cattle ranch nearby and then a meat plant, that's obviously going to make a lot of cash. This brewery is really profitable as well, so that is also going to want an upgrade. So even though there's like no railway near here, it's probably still going to make cash. Yeah, ooh, this textile mill. It doesn't have a railway, but it's doing okay. 39,000 salary, economic boom. That is fan-diddly-tastic. And we might even get a stock split again this year. This tool and die is making money, so I'm going to want to buy that. Recycling plant has appeared for the first time near Bamako. That is in Mali, which we do have access to. Civil war in Sierra Leone. Rebellious armed forces have taken control of several towns, mainly in the south and close to Liberia border. So we can still buy into Sierra Leone. So this recycling plant, it turns waste, of which there is some. That's basically a new material, I do believe. Because prior to 1990s it doesn't exist. It basically just turns waste, which is generated by all houses. Possibly even like some industries might produce it as well. So just anywhere where there's a city, there's waste. It turns it into steel, paper and aluminium. So that's a sort of interesting industry. Wow, I want to buy that as well. I also want to buy this. Actually, that's interesting. When did we get access to Senegal? Or have we always had access to Senegal? Oh, this is Mali. Yeah, sorry. Democracy for... Hang on, what was that other one? We've read this. Moussa Traoré toppled. Moussa Traoré, head of state of Mali since 1968, was forced to resign and put under arrest following violent protests by students and workers. It's getting really hard to keep up with all these events because there's so many civil wars and military coups and head of states being resigning and forced to resign and executed and civil wars, military coups. Interesting though, but God, it's hard to follow. Put under arrest following violent protests by students and workers. Free multi-party elections promised. And this new one was democracy for Burkina Faso. After a decade of violence and repeated coups, the armed forces of Burkina Faso have signed democratic reforms and agreed to hand power to civilians. Right. we are going to get a stock split. So it's not actually affected us in terms of what we can and cannot buy into. Bamako is really profitable, which is the capital of Mali, because that's actually a sort of decent station placement. Don't quite cover the whole city. Stock split 2 for 1. I do believe that's just popped up, which is new. Not going to want to buy it, it's just new, so that's interesting. Increase the salary even further. This boom is doing us great. Make nearly 4 million last year. Wow. Let's buy more shares in ourselves. It's good that no one else is buying shares. Thomas Durant's actually doing okay. Everyone else... Actually, he's doing okay. And that's really odd, because... Okay. Right, that's 2 problems then. Because originally it said that Charles Crocker was the chairman of the Benin Railway, and then it said that's you, so that's 2 mistakes. So he's actually the chairman of the Nigerian National Railroad, and he owns 10,000 shares in that, so that's why he's sort of doing okay. He's not doing so well, and he's not... Ah! I see the problem! There's 2 Charles Crockers! So this guy is the chairman of the Nigerian National Railroad, and he's doing okay. This guy is a complete disaster. And he has 1,000 shares in the Nigerian National Railroad, but he's not the chairman of anyone. He was the chairman of the Benin Railroad. And he didn't even get sacked. He just got liquidated. So I guess you could say he got forced to resign. Right. I think that's a bit of a bug or something. There shouldn't be 2 people with the same name like that. So this is not making cash. Can I buy this now? Not quite. I can buy this one though. Probably want to upgrade it as well. Whoops. Yeah, so... everything's doing okay. We actually have a lot of industry right now. Just looking if anything needs an upgrade. Yeah, we want to upgrade that. Okay, I think we're alright. Share price at $67. Increase the salary even more. Just buy another 1,000 shares. Rioting in Lomé. President Ayadima dissolves the government following constitutional revision. This sparks widespread protesting and rioting, as well as economic sanctions from France, Germany and the US. Okay. So... that was in Lomé, which I believe is Togo. At some point we do want to ask ourselves, when do we start buying people? Unfortunately, Senegal is actually really expensive, as is Nigeria. So let's actually just issue some stock off. Elections are annulled in Abuja. The first elections in Nigeria in over a decade have been annulled by the military, who still hold power. In sequence, they nominated a dummy cabinet. So this... Ghana we don't have control over. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, we want to upgrade this now. Okay. Yeah, I should have upgraded that a long time ago. This is actually starting to make money, so... could buy it. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy this one, actually. This distillery is not making money, that's not making money. That is making money, so let's buy that. Not making money. Wow, yeah, so once we upgraded that, making a fortune. I want to upgrade this as well. President Hufro Boigny dies. That is sad, because he was the guy that helped us out originally. Losing a long battle against cancer, Papa Boigny Papa Boigny leaves Côte d'Ivoire as the wealthiest and most stable country in the region, following 33 years of uninterrupted rule. That is a heckin' long time. That means he's been ruling there since 1960. Jesus. But in fairness, Ivory Coast is doing well. Like, most of our industry is in Ivory Coast, so they cut the salary probably because the share price did drop, but meh, can't really complain. We are still making a fortune. Yes, a 13.2 loads last year. That is great. Ooh. This might start to lose money. It's not doing so good, despite the fact that it needs oil and turns it into plastic, and plastic is demanded everywhere. No, it's demanded at toy shops. I don't know. Ethnic unrest in northern Ghana. Ethnic clashes in northern Ghana. There are a few typos and grammar errors here and there. Are reported to have caused more than 1,000 deaths, which I suppose with this much text is to be expected. Reported to have caused more than 1,000 deaths and 100,000 refugees. The government asks for international help to deal with the crisis. So if we look at Ghana, can still buy into Ghana though, so that's nice. I'm not going to issue stock. Is there anything? Should buy that. Ooh, cotton farms are starting to make money. That's good. Unless that was already making money, I just didn't notice. So, ooh, I'm just going to buy this. Economic boom fading. That is fine by me, because we still have economic prosperity and we're still making an absolute fortune. Where is milk, just out of interest, other than Ouagadougou itself? I'm just thinking, would it be worthwhile building a dairy processor anywhere? Ooh, that is profitable. Interestingly, there's like a load of jets flying around. I find that quite odd, given that this is like West Africa. Right, it's supposed to be really poor, but meh. Economy slowing to normal economic growth. Excuse me. I sneezed. That is new, so let's just buy that. Buy that. And yeah. Let's issue off some stock and then buy that. Hopefully the share price remains okay. No, let's not buy that actually. So yeah, this is doing a bit. Yeah. I don't know exactly when we want to start buying other companies. Actually, Senegal Railways are not doing so good anymore. Right, so 1, 2... Right, well these two are really cheap. And then these other 3 are cheap. Well, they're affordable, but they are expensive. I'm hoping that someone will get liquidated or sacked or something, but it looks unlikely. Because obviously we are going to build. It's no good just buying these guys themselves. We are going to need to buy, build rail of our own to go just like all along the coast. So especially like around here, we are going to need a lot of rail, and that's going to be expensive. But hopefully the company will be making enough money that we can do it anyway. And we can always issue stock because we don't care about net worth. Widespread mutinies in Guinea. A general state of military mutiny in Guinea is worrying the international community. Army representatives claim better pay and conditions in a move that undermined reforms in place. So even in like this normal economy, we still make like close to 4 million. And recession. Spoke too soon. So are any of our industries? Ooh, this textile mill is not doing so good. So I'm going to sell 375,000. Wow. Okay, well, let's just sell it anyway. And this furniture factory is doing okay. Just had a bad year last year for some reason. No idea why. I'm going to buy this tool and die though, and I'm going to maybe upgrade it. Yeah, why not? Let's just upgrade it. And ooh, they're actually connected to Yamoussoukro. This is actually good because that means that my furniture factory might get some lumber. But saying that, they've only built us. Oh no, the small station does connect to the furniture factory. The furniture factory making a lot of money as it is. I think that's the textile mill I just sold, but I might be wrong. I don't know. There's a textile mill here. No, I'm not going to buy this one actually. It's really expensive for what it is. It's not doing so well this year either. So I'm going to hold off on that one. Right, how are we doing in Bamako? Because I had some industry over here. Yeah, highly annoyed with this. So that textile mill did not do so well last year. It's still 4.3 million to buy it if I wanted it. This recycling plant's making money though. I'm going to buy that. Could even upgrade it. In fact, yeah, we want to upgrade that because it is taking in more waste than it can handle. This tool will die. Yeah, let's buy that. What else is there? I'm going to save the game and create a new video part. Sorry, just... Yeah, so new video part coming up.